Hey, AC/DC, we need you on the mics.
Good evening tonight, folks. We're here at Adrian tonight, ready for some El Dorado Springs Bulldogs football. We're just about getting ready for the coin toss. We'll have to, got about 3 minutes left on the clock. Got old Diamond Dave Collins with us again tonight. You got anything for us, Dave?
Going to be a tough test tonight. I think this Adrian team's pretty solid.
Yeah, they're 2-1 on the season. They beat Lighthouse Christian and Knob Noster, lost to Butler the first game of the season.
I think they lost to Butler 20 to 14. And I think we've found out that Butler's going to be a pretty solid team too.
Captains tonight for Dorado Springs, number 4, Clayton Collins.
Clayton Collins out to
Andrew Bruno Willis.
Do the coin toss, and
Greater Kansas City Officials
number
Association,
69,
referee
Andrew
Linesman
Bruno
Sam
Willis
Rourke, umpire
for
Ron
Adrian.
Taylor, line judge Jesse Hall, and back judge Andy Metcalf.
El Dorado coming off a loss last week to Buffalo. Buffalo was a good team. We knew going in that was going to be a tough test. I don't know if you'll see a quarterback that is that good an athlete the rest of the season. I could be wrong. You never know what we're going to run into, but
several good players on that team. We got some pretty good skill players on that team too. So
I believe this quarterback tonight he's going to be a pretty solid runner. He has quite a few yards passing for him being just a runner, but they like to pound the ball and pound the ball and pound the ball, and then they'll throw one over the top on you and catch you napping.
He's got 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions on the season, so defensive backs keep their head on a swivel. They might get one tonight. And our defensive backs played really well last week for the most part.
Yes, they did. We're about to get this one underway. Looks like El Dorado is going to receive. Adrian's ready to kick off. I think we got 40-some seconds on the 40-some seconds on the clock here, and we get this one underway. Got Preston Robinson back deep. Got Case Duty kicking off for Adrian.
Preston's averaging 17 yards a return this year so far. He's on 7 kick returns. So getting some pretty decent starting field position on it with this.
And here we go, folks, getting ready for the kickoff. Kicks it deep. Looks like it's going to bounce out of bounds about the
kick will go out of
18-yard
bounds.
line.
Still on you.
Flags out. I believe we'll get the ball at the 35.
Call is a legal procedure against the Blackhawks.
Josh, I'm on you.
Bulldogs will
So
take
that's
over
where El Dorado will take over the drive.
on their own 35-yard line.
All right, coming back to Mike.
Looks like we got Chance Esparza in the backfield. He's going to take the handoff on the first play. Get up in there behind his blockers and be taken down about the
Brought down by
47-yard line. A good little run there on first down.
That was real nice.
For the Bulldogs,
Pretty good blocking up front.
47-yard line.
Our starting line is going to be center Chad Ramsey. Got guard Trey Graves and guard, I believe that's Peyton Green.
Mike, I'm still on you. Coming to Josh.
Tackle Montana Hacker and tackle
Mike, I'll come to you if
Stephen Painter. Another run for
Esparza,
Esparza.
the ball carrier.
Makes it across
Brought down by number
midfield.
35.
Looks like about the 47 again on the other side of the
And,
field.
6 on the play, brings up second down and 4.
Our running backs were really this year hitting the hole hard and we're not shying away from contact. They're running for 6.2 carries or 6.2 yards per carry on the season.
Chris, try zooming in and get the quarterback.
Hitting the backfield that time.
Esparza stopped in the backfield. Initial contact on the play by number 35, Corbin Kibner.
That play was kind of
Loss
slow
on the
developing
play,
for
brings
some
up third
reason
down and
there.
6.
Well, it's a read, and it looked to me like there was just too many guys come through for him to turn. He trying to make up his mind whether to run or turn loose, and he turned loose of it, but there was people all over him. And there's going to be a sack for, looks like a yard loss on that one.
Backfield by number 42, Jack
Going to
Tidholder.
bring up fourth down.
Loss on the play brings up fourth down for the Bulldogs.
Pretty good coverage downfield
Back
there.
receive for the Blackhawks, number 10, Colton
Try
Bass.
zooming in a little bit closer in on the quarterback.
Number 52,
About 10
Chad
minutes
Ramsey
left
back
to
to
go
punt
in the
for
first
Bulldogs.
quarter. The Bulldogs electing to punt here. Chad Ramsey to punt.
Receiver. Hey, Mike, I'm going to come to you.
Pretty decent punt down the field. Number 10 is the quarterback, and
Colton Bass on the return.
Colton
Brought down
Bass
by number 18, Gavin
He's-
Morgan.
brought it back to El Dorado's 45-yard line.
Bass's return
Where
will
they're
give
gonna
the
take
Blackhawks
over.
the ball first down and 10 from the El Dorado Springs 45-yard line.
All right, Chris, when you get shot, I'm going to come to you. Coming to you, Chris.
We'll line up with Colton Bass
All right, Mike, I will come to you next.
at quarterback. And he's going to hand it off to Corbin, or pitch it, looks like.
Oh,
And Clayton
Fumble on
Collins
the
is
play,
going to
returned by
tackle a
number
kid.
24, Mason Talley.
Mason Talley in the backfield.
Loss of 10 on the play.
After
brings
a
up
errant
second down and
pitch.
20.
Mason Talley is the second running back. Their starting running back, Hunter Bailey, is not dressed out, it doesn't look like. He's a freshman, and he's really been doing well. So we'll see how that affects him.
that looks good right there.
Looks like we had movement on the defensive line. Number 64
Call is encroachment against the Bulldogs.
got a little excited.
5-yard penalty will make it second
Back
down
on
15.
Hunter Bailey that isn't here. He carries a lot of the load. He's 46 carries already on the year, and that's going to have to be swallowed up by somebody else. Hasn't been carrying the ball so much, so we'll see what happens here.
Chris, I'm back on you.
Can't believe up to this game in 3 games, Mason Talley's only had 6 carries. It's Mason Talley again.
Brought down
He's
by
going to
number
gain about
66,
2
Trey
yards, it
Gray.
looks like, after the penalty there.
Gain of
Going to bring up third
2
down
on the
and
play,
about
brings up third down and
13,
13.
it looks like.
Trey was right there to shut him down.
Trey Graves. I believe Trey's leading the team in tackles.
Got 16 and a half and a sack and a pass defended this year so far.
Colton Bass's
And the pass is going to be incomplete.
For number
Going to bring
11,
up
Lucas
fourth
Stone.
down. Looks like they're going to send on
Brings
their
up
punt
fourth down
team.
and 13 for
Like
the
everybody
Blackhawks.
was mixed up on that. Defense was mixed up.
Looked like the
Offense-
defense was looking around like,
Yeah.
Back to punt for the Blackhawks,
Offense was
number
mixed
14,
up.
Grant
So
Stacy. Back deep to receive.
lucky for us
number
there
1,
on
Preston
that.
Robinson.
Okay, Mike, I'm staying wide on you, and then
Preston Robinson's going to be down around the 5-yard line to receive this punt.
who's on the receiver? Josh Abe.
he's got one punt return for 17 yards this year already.
Grant Stacy punts it. He calls for a fair catch and catches it on the
Stacy's
10-yard
punt
line.
will be fair caught inside the 10-yard line.
So it
Bulldogs
looks
will
like
take
they're going to
over on
spot
their
it at the
9-yard
9,
line.
where we'll start the drive at.
Let Josh reset. Let me know you're set.
Well, let's see if we can move the ball this time and not stall out.
All right, Josh, come to you.
We're starting in deep in our own territory this time.
Okay, I will switch to a wide angle. Down Josh.
He looked like he is.
Shows you, Josh.
It was
Gavin.
Gavin Morgan on the
Number 18,
run.
Gavin Morgan, the ball carrier.
Maybe
Brought down by
gained a
number 5,
yard.
Kellen Preston. 1 yard gain on the play, brings up second down and 9.
Down just below 8 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Josh, I'm still on you.
And bring up second 9.
There's a pass play. I'll go wide to Mike.
Morgan again on the handoff.
Gavin Morgan, the ball carrier.
He's going to gain a hard
By
3 yards
number
there.
35, Corbin Kisner.
Gavin's carried the ball for us 21 times this year with 164 yards and a touchdown. He's averaging 7.8 yards a carry, but a little bit tougher running tonight, looks like so far.
So we're going to bring up third and about 6, 7 maybe.
If this is pass play, I'll go to Mike.
And he's going to be brought down, but it looks like he gained enough for the first down on that one.
Brought down by
Clayton
Keaton
Collins
Phillips.
on the run.
Collins run good enough
Has-
for a first down for the Bulldogs.
Knew exactly where he needed to get to, and that last lunge got him there.
On
The
21
ball's going to be
yard
spotted on the 21-yard line.
Line directly up with the
6:45 to go in the first.
reset.
Looks like we got
Christians, just hold tight. They're gonna be
is
down
that
there.
Murray in the backfield?
Is that Sparza
It's a
still?
Sparza. Clayton's going to take off with it. He's got a little bit of room to run. He's weaving and dodging people. He's out to the 35, down to about the 34 of Adrian
Collins on the
before they
quarterback
finally
keeper.
corral him.
Brought down by Gage Harris.
I think that
Clayton's going to take off with it. He's got a little bit of room to run.
For the Bulldogs.
He's weaving and dodging people. He's out to the about a 35, 45-yard down to about the 34 of Adrian
Collins on the
before they
quarterback
finally
keeper.
corral him.
Brought-
Got his hands on his knees.
Come back, replay, around Mike. Josh is on you. No. Going to Chris.
Gavin Morgan on the jet sweep. Got a little bit of room to run, it looks like.
Number
Gonna
18, Gavin
gain
Morgan
about
on the-
9 yards on
carry.
that.
Tackle made by number 11, Lucas Stone.
Gavin doesn't hardly look like he's running most of the time, but he's a tough kid, always getting positive yards, it seems like.
Just yell out.
Yeah, you're not going to reach out and grab him and take him down most of the time.
Chris
Looked like
convince us,
he had a little contact there in the backfield, and they just reached out and tried to grab his shirt, and that don't work very often. Drop back to pass, got a little heat. Going to get up the middle. He's going to gain the first down. Looks like he got inside the 20.
Brought down by number 14, Grant Stacy.
Going to spot the ball on the 19-yard line.
Let me know when you're set, Chris.
Got 3 wide to the far side. Got Preston Smith on the near side.
Zoom out a little bit.
Esparza in the backfield once again. Looks like it's going to be a handoff to Esparza. Pretty good hole at the line of scrimmage, but the linebackers rallied in there and got him after about a 3-yard gain.
Chance has had 20 carries for us this year, and 85 yards, a couple touchdowns. I mean, 106 yards, sorry, and averaging 5.3 a carry.
I'm going to bring up 2nd and 7 from the 16. Fake the handoff. Clayton's going to do some nifty footwork there. Gain a few yards after it looked like he was going to be brought down in the backfield.
Keeps doing that stuff. We're going to put Dante
handoff.
Hall's nickname on him. Just call him the joystick.
He didn't get the first down there, but it looked like he got up to a. Clayton's going to do some nifty footwork there. About the gain a few yards after it looked like he was going to be brought down in the back. Maybe the 12. Yeah, they're on about the 12-yard line. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. I'm afraid they might have to call timeout here. Play clock was just about to run down when they got up to the line of scrimmage, so we'll take the timeout here and show you some sponsors. We'd like to thank our sponsors for bringing this to you tonight. Evans Drugs, you got Simmons Bank, United Country Real Estate, Community National Bank, Shelter Insurance, Farm Bureau Insurance, Shannon and Associates Real Estate, Fugit Motors, Wood Supermarket, Cooper's Gun and Pawn. If you get a chance, stop in and thank some of these folks if you're enjoying this. It's a nice deal. I know not everybody can get out and travel, and it's good to be able to watch it.
Sure is, and you know, on some of the inclement weather, it's even going to be better. I know we've stood out and got so wet, didn't dry out for a week.
White Volkswagen Jetta, EA2 AOB.
Hey, man.
So El Dorado's going to take over on the 12-yard line after the timeout. Got 3rd and 3.
Chris will come to you. I'll go to Mike.
Esparza in motion.
Come to Mike.
You got a pass complete to Preston Robinson, and he takes it in for the touchdown. Just a little right over the top, little floater to him, and he caught it and took it in for 6. So El Dorado's going to get on the board first here. You got a pass complete to Preston Robinson, and he takes it in for the touchdown. We're still early in the game. Just a little right over the top, little floater to him, and he caught it and took it in.
Try to back off just a little bit. That way we can catch those throws.
You got Chad Ramsey lining up to kick the extra point. Clayton Collins is holding.
Gotcha. And I'll go to Mike.
And he's going to kick it up, but it's going to be no good. It's going to be wide to the right, so it'll stay 6-0.
Eldo is on the board. Yeah, I can hear it. Am I loud?
So with 3:49 left to go in the first quarter, El Dorado will kick off to Adrian here.
That's a nice little drive there. Kind of quarterback like that, bouncing around, and you can't hardly get a hold of him, and you're getting some pressure on him. And then you're getting positive yards. Maybe back that defense off just a hair from blowing through the line like that and change things just a little for us, we hope. So give us a little time in there to throw the ball around.
Grant Stacy back to return for the Blackhawks.
We got
52, Chad Ramsey on to kick for the Bulldogs.
Grant Stacy back deep to receive this kick. And we got Peyton Green to kick off. He's going to kick it deep to him. Catches about the 21. And they'll corral him about the 38-yard line.
Number 14, Grant Stacy on the return for the Blackhawks. Brought down by number 50, Peyton Green.
A lot here at this angle. You need to go ahead and move up to about the 20-yard line.
Blackhawks will take over on their own 38-yard line.
Like Michael Hart in on that tackle too, on the return.
They run it up the middle, and looks like they're going to gain 3 or 4 there.
Oh, Blake Johnson, old Chip's going to get that one there.
He's a beast in the middle of that line, him and Levi Thomas. That's a lot of men standing there.
I'd hate to buy the groceries for any of the 4 or 5 guys there around the front line.
They'll bring up second and about 7. They're going to run the ball to the outside on a jet sweep. They're going to get pretty close to the first down marker there. We'll see where they spot it.
Looks like he's going to be about a yard short.
Brought down by number 64, Jake Cooper.
All right, Chris, coming back to you.
Ball on the 47. Going to bring up 3rd and 1 with 2:45 left to go in the first quarter.
Just follow the quarterback in, make sure he's on the left half of your screen. I can still hear myself.
I'm not sure who was in on the tackle on that one.
Pretty sure it was Jake Cooper on that one.
They're going to line up with 3 wide this time. Got the jet motion. They're going to hand it off to Corbin Kisner. It's going to get upfield for about 3 yards there.
Down by number 33, Preston Smith.
Maybe 4.
Kisner's run, good enough for a Blackhawk. First down.
Preston Smith in on the tackle there.
And they're going to spot it at the 50, so.
Yeah, you know what? The best thing to do there is just eyeball your screen.
Corbin Kisner has had a fumble or 2 this season.
All right, Josh, coming to you.
But he's their workhorse. He takes them short yardage plays and just puts his head down and goes. We're going to have a sweep there to the near side, and Mason Talley carrying the ball, and Preston Robinson and Trey Graves on the tackle.
Gavin got there first, and then they cleaned it up for sure.
I tell you what, that's my favorite place to be, is down there on the sideline.
He gained 4 yards. Is going to bring up 2nd and 6.
Yeah. You have to be ready to move sometimes. So. All right, Chris, I'm coming to you.
And hand it off to Kisner again.
Gotcha, Josh.
He's going to gain about another 4,
Brought down by number 66, Trey Graves.
maybe
The on
5.
play brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now you should stay. You can stay.
The ball's on the 42-yard line of El Dorado's here.
5-yard line.
3rd and 2. It's going to be a short 2.
Chris, on you.
He pitches it back to Tally. And looks like they
Not gonna get there.
bottle him up there.
Now the ball carrier.
Might have
Brought
got
down
back
by
to the
number
line of
66,
scrimmage on
Trey
that one.
Graves.
Gavin did a great job of turning that guy back.
4th down and 2 for the
So
Blackhawks.
that's going to bring up 4th down and
The
2
Bulldogs'
with
42-yard line.
15 seconds left to go in the first. They're probably just going to ride this one out and move it to the other end of the field.
That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Bulldogs lead 6-0.
So at the end of the first quarter, it's going to be 6-0 El Dorado. We'll start the second quarter with a 4th down. See if Adrian comes out and elects to punt or if they're going to go for it.
It's going to be 4th and 2.
I think I'd probably be shocked if they did punt.
That's the way I was leaning.
Looks like they're going to huddle up. I'm going to guess they're lining up. The quarterback's going to be under center. And the quarterback's going
the
to
ball carrier.
keep it, and he's going to gain the 2 that they needed, and going to move the chains.
Passes run, good enough for a Blackhawk. First
Like Trey Graves
down.
was in on the tackle on that one.
If we're getting a little extra noise tonight, it's because they got us sitting right in amongst all the natives.
And the handoff up the middle.
Colton
Yeah,
Kisner, the ball
that's
carrier.
not super accommodating,
Stop by number 18,
but
Gavin
hopefully you can
So why Mike's not listening?
see
3
the
yards
action
down the
well
play,
enough.
brings
You
up
don't
second
necessarily
down
need to hear
7.
us that much.
I think he's going to be fine. He was a little too tight on some of the shots. And really, I need to slow down the zoom on that camera.
There's a reason why we're not on the TV. I think they didn't hire us for our looks.
We're going to have a tackle for loss there.
Now he recovers the
Put the
fumble.
ball on the
Brought down
ground
by
there.
number 50,
Looks like
Peyton
them
Green. Lost in the play.
Levi
Brings up
Thomas
3rd
and
down
Stephen
and
Painter
9.
was in on the tackle
Third
there.
down and 10.
Looked like they've taken Blake Johnson out and put big Stephen Painter in the middle there.
Giving Chip a little break, getting Steven in there, rotate him in and out a little bit. That running back put the ball on the ground, bounced right back up to him.
So it's going to be 3rd and 10 from about the 40-yard line. He's going to drop back to pass. He's got a guy open. And he caught it. He's going to be down to the 10-yard line before.
14, Grant Stacy.
Ian Esri's going to
Ian
attack him.
Esri's going to bring
Tackle
him
made by number
down.
5, Ian Esri. That pass good
He's
enough
gonna
for a
drop back to
Blackhawk.
pass.
First down.
He's got a guy
First
open.
down and 10 for the Blackhawks. From the
And he caught it.
11-yard line.
He's going to be
Colton
down to
back
the
and pass.
10-yard line
Number
before.
14, Grant Stacy.
Ian
It's going to bring up 1st and 10 from the 11, it looks like, so they can get a first down inside the 1.
Both teams getting the big play when they need it.
Mason Talley, the ball carrier, brought down by number 50,
Running
Peyton
back
Green.
just runs up in there and keeps his legs moving and ends up gaining about 5.
Gain of 4 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 6.
Maybe 4. Seems like nobody's getting any favors on the spots. And they'll line up in shotgun with 3 wide receivers. Bringing one in motion there, hand it off to him. He's going to get upfield and maybe gain a yard.
Brought down by number 1, Preston Robinson.
Preston Robinson's going to be right there as soon as he turns the corner.
1 on the play, brings up 3rd down and 5.
So it's 3rd and 5.
Again,
9-minute mark of the 2nd quarter.
ran a long ways to gain 1 yard there.
Let me know when you're set.
And Adrian's going to call a timeout
Yeah,
here. They were
timeout,
about to
Blackhawks.
run out of time again. Just about like El Dorado was. They broke the huddle with about 2 seconds left on the play clock. With 8:36 to go in the 2nd quarter. 6-0 with Adrian threatening here. They did just exactly what we've seen on film. They just run the ball and run the ball and run the ball and then surprise you with one over the top.
Yeah, and it was a perfect little pass there too. Just about the time cornerback released him to the safety, the quarterback just dropped it right over top.
When play resumes, it'll be 3rd down and 5.
The nice thing about it was he
6-yard
stopped
line.
him before he got to the end zone. A lot of the film that I've watched, they're getting deep and scoring touchdowns on those passes. So it was a good recovery.
Looks like they can get a first down yet.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 5.
See, now it's got to all be all messed up because you're down there now.
We're going to line up with 3 wide receivers again.
All right.
1 running back in the backfield, and that's going to be Corbin Kisner next to Colton Bass, the quarterback.
Station, you get set.
And bring one in motion. Going to fake the handoff. Looks like he's wanting to throw. And it's going to be broken up, it looks like,
Pass ball's incomplete.
by Preston Smith.
A really good coverage there on that.
Pass intended for number 26, Owen Tolman. 4th down and 5 for the Blackhawks.
Owen Tolman was the intended receiver. It's going to bring up 4th and 5 from the 6-yard line.
Need a big stop right here.
Going to have 4 wide receivers, trips on the far side, and he's back to pass. And Peyton Green is going to get back there and
Colton
sack
Bass
him out about the
back to
20-yard line.
backfield by number 50.
That was huge.
Peyton Green.
El Dorado is going to take over
Bulldogs will take over
with the ball on the
on their own
20.
20-yard line.
8:20 left to go in the second half, or second quarter. Sorry about that.
That gets us out there without our back against the wall too.
Peyton Green is probably leading the team in.
Yeah, pan up.
He's got 6.5 tackles. He's got 3 fumble recoveries. And they throw a deep pass there and intended for Gavin Morgan. Looks like we're going to get pass interference.
Looked like he reached out, grabbed a hold of him, said, "I'll take the 15 rather than you taking it to the house."
Call is defensive holding.
I don't think the fans agreed, all of them, but
Be a 10-yard penalty on the play. First down.
Anyway, back to Peyton
Bulldogs
Green.
on
He's
their
got a
30-yard
sack
line.
and a half. So that's going to put him at 2.5 sacks now. He's got 3 fumble recoveries on the season. And we got a short pass to Gavin Morgan.
Number 18, Gavin
He's
Morgan.
going to gain
Tackle made by
a
Gage
couple of
Harris.
yards.
it's
Looks
not
like
very,
about 3.
3 on the play.
not very
Brings up
often that
second down
one
and
guy
7.
brings Gavin down. That kid
He
made a really nice tackle.
hit him low and wrapped him up.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't really get a chance to get a head of steam up before he got to him, or that might have ended different. Like we got a flag in the backfield. Clayton's going to be brought down for about
Collins is stopped.
a 3-yard
Number
gain.
55, Keaton Cook. There is a penalty marker on the field.
Got holding on
Call is
Dorado.
holding against the Bulldogs.
So that 3-yard gain will not count.
Call will be holding 10 yards from the line, from the spot of the foul.
So they're going to take him back to the 19. Is going to bring up second. And
Brings up 2nd and 21.
So we're just going to trade penalties here, but we're going to get ourselves behind the sticks.
we got trips to the near side. Going to float a pass to Morgan, and he's going to get the first down.
Number 18,
That
Gavin
was a
Morgan.
spectacular catch.
It
We
was.
have expected that
Brought
out of
down by number
Gavin.
11,
Trips to
Lucas
the near
Stone.
side.
Last year he did it,
22
and
yards
he's
gain on the play.
continuing
Brings
on
up
right
first
here
down
where he
and
left
10
off last
for
year.
the Bulldogs.
So the ball's going to be spotted at the 42. Going to float a pass to Morgan, and he's going to get the
Oh,
first
nice.
down. Yard
Number
pass.
18,
And
Gavin
catch.
Morgan.
Spectacular.
Yeah, he had a guy right there with him, and
And one
he went
closing.
up. He went up and got it, and the safety was right there whenever he caught it. He has such great concentration. Going to be a handoff to Sparza, it looks like.
Number
Not
38,
much doing there.
Sparza, the ball carrier. Brought down by number
He
65,
might have powered
Jake
forward
Welker.
for a
Number
yard.
73, Case Duty. Short gain on the play.
Bring up
Brings
second
down and 9.
Clock's ticking at 6:25 left to go in the half.
Be pretty big right here to go ahead and put some points on the board.
He's going to be met in the backfield again, and he might have struggled to get to the line of scrimmage on that one.
Stopped in the backfield by
Sparza
number
again with the
65,
carry.
Jake Welker. Third down and 10.
Looks
for
like
the
he
Bulldogs.
lost a yard on that one. So it's going to be 3rd and 10. El Dorado to line of scrimmage. Gavin Morgan in a gets pressure. And he's going to throw an interception to number 11. It's going to be Lucas Stone on the interception. Brings it back to the
Lucas Stone.
50-yard line.
Blackhawks will take over on their own 49-yard line.
Peyton Green there with a really nice open field tackle. Or he had a lot of room after that, I think.
That pass was intended for Gavin Morgan. It was a little bit high. So they're going to take over with 5:11 left on the clock in the first half on the 50-yard line.
Corbin Kisner, the ball carrier. Short gain
He
on the
never
play,
did get
brings up
taken
second
down, but he
and
couldn't
9.
go anywhere. So they blew that one down after a yard gain. I guess somebody had him by the feet there in the bottom of that pile.
Pretty sure two somebody's did, but I couldn't tell.
I'm not used to having this many options. Usually we only got 2 camera angles.
Got Blake Johnson and Levi Thomas back in the middle there. Kisner again on the carry, and he breaks out into the open. He's going to be brought down.
Ball carrier, brought down by number 5.
Ian Esri.
Kisner's run, good enough for a Blackhawk. First down.
And the ball's on the 37-yard line, it looks like. Be 1st and 10. Mason Talley on the carry. Looks like Alex Horton, Trey Graves, and I believe Jake Cooper was in there too on that.
6 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 4.
He's going to gain 6 yards on that play.
Our offensive line is getting quite a bit of push.
Again to Mason Talley. He's going to gain 1st down, it looks like. Down to the 25. Morgan on the tackle.
Run, good enough for a Blackhawk. First down.
El Dorado's going to call timeout with 3:27 left on the clock.
Fans, tonight's game can be viewed live or later anywhere in the world at prepcast.com.
Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors. Be sure and give them a shout out if you see them around town, or if you go in to do business with them. We appreciate their contribution.
They're making this thing possible so you don't have to drive all the way to Squirrel County to watch a football game. You can stay right at home.
Yeah, it's about as beautiful a night as you could ask for. It ain't too hot and it ain't too cold.
Well, it is football season, Alan. Get a little bit of everything in it. Hot one week, sweatshirts and coats on shortly after that.
Then you get a freezing rain every once in a while. You're going to drop back to pass. He throws it over the middle to Kisner. He's going to be taken down by Trey Graves down to the 2-yard line. Looks like. Then you get a freezing rain every once in a while. He's going to drop back to pass. He throws it over the middle to Kisner. He's going to be taken down by Trey Graves.
It was just an even better pass.
They hand it off to Talley. And they're going to mark him down. Can't be but inches from the goal line.
Well, he's just barely short.
2nd down and goal from inside the 1-yard line.
It gets in your blood, man. It gets in your blood.
Quarterback going to go up under center here. Generally in short yardage, he likes to just force it in there, and that's what he does.
Holding back on the quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Blackhawks.
It's going to be a quarterback touchdown for Adrian. They're going to go up under center here with 2:28. Generally in short yardage, he likes to just force it in there, and that's what he does.
Holding back on the quarterback keeper. Touchdown.
It's going to be duty for the point after attempt. Snaps low, a hold, and looks like it's no good.
Point after attempt fails. With 2 minutes and 28 seconds left in the first half.
So it's going to stay tied up 6-6 here with 2:28 left to go in the half. And that was, them turnovers will kill you. Adrian will line up to kick off. Preston Robinson's going to be deep to receive the kick. Got Landon Murray and Ian Esri as the up men on the 20-yard line. Preston's back around the 8 or 9. And Duty's going to kick it off for Adrian. Looks like Landon Murray's going to take the kick. And he's going to get hit pretty quick, but he drives forward, brings it out to the
Bulldogs. Stopped by number 42, Jack Tinholder for the Blackhawks.
39-yard line.
Bulldogs will take over.
Yeah, he's, I think we said last week, he's just a freshman. He's going to be
39-yard line.
Fun to watch in the future.
Yeah, I was hoping we'd get to see his speed there. Hoping he'd break that thing out and turn the Jets on. We're going to line up in the shotgun 4 wide on the near side. They're going to get pressure on the quarterback and bring him down in the backfield.
In the backfield by number 69, Andrew Bruno Willis.
That's just a football name right there, isn't it? Bruno Willis. Andrew Bruno Willis.
7 on the play brings up second down and 17.
So it's going to be a loss of about 6 or 7 yards. Going to throw a screen pass to Preston Robinson.
Pass complete to number 1.
He's going to get a little bit of it back.
Brought down
Not a whole lot.
Keaton Cook.
Adrian's
timeout on the field.
Adrian's going to call timeout here. Thinking they might be getting the ball back here with a chance to put some points on the board again.
Got 1:37 left to go in the half. 3rd and 14 from the.
They get the ball back here, they'll get the ball back after the half. They get 2 chances in a row here to try to punch the ball in. Both teams just have 1 timeout left.
Looks like El Dorado's going to line up 5 wide again. Ian Esri on the near side. Preston Robinson and Gavin Morgan. And he's going to
brought down,
get some pressure and
sacked, or tackled
he's
rather
going to
by
gain a yard,
number
but
69, Andrew Bruno Willis. We have timeout Blackhawks.
and the Blackhawks call another timeout with 1:30 left. I think they're probably anticipating El Dorado to punt here, which I'm going to guess they'll probably do. It's going to be 4th and 12.
He got a couple yards on that back, but
So we're going to, as we said, 4th and 12. Got the punter on the field, Chad Ramsey.
Chris, get ready to come to you. All right, we got the punter or the kicker.
Before this game tonight, he's averaging about 30 yards a punt. He gets a good one away there.
Number 52, Chad Ramsey's punt goes out of bounds. Blackhawks will
At
take
the
over
35
on
of
their own
Adrian's.
35-yard line with 1 minute, 24 seconds left in the first half.
So, Mike, are you going to stick around? Okay. So,
It was close to a 30-yard punt.
at halftime, Stacey, let's bring you down and push you on, Mike. I think everybody's kind of gotten into the rhythm of things. All right. Stacey, I'm still on you. Mike, I will
They're going to line up 4 wide here.
get set.
They're out of timeouts, so they're going to.
Stacey, coming to you.
And the quarterback
Pass is
overthrows
passed,
the wide
intended for number
receiver.
24, Mason
Intended
Talley,
for
ball
Mason
incomplete.
Talley.
Second down and 10 for
Overthrew
the
him by
Blackhawks
just a few
on their own
yards.
35-yard line.
He was running wide open.
just going to drop it right in between the safety coming over and the corner turning loose, I guess. Looking for that spot again.
He had it. He just put a little too much mustard on it. Quarterback Bass back to pass again. He's going to scramble. He's going to gain a few yards there.
Pass on the quarterback keeper, forced out of bounds by number 18, Gavin
Morgan on the tackle. Going to gain about 10 on the
That
scramble.
run good enough for a
And I
Blackhawk.
believe he got out of bounds. So the clock stops at 1:09. And they're going to hand it off on the jet sweep. Gavin's going to make the tackle.
By number 18, Gavin Morgan.
Just
He
grabbed
was
the foot.
Yeah, he was laying on the ground and just reached up and grabbed him. They hurry back to the line, spike the ball,
Bass will spike the ball.
stop the clock with 51 seconds left.
Third
It's going
down
to
and
bring
2
up
for
3rd
the
down
Blackhawks.
and 2. And they're on their 46-yard line, 47-yard line. Going to drop 3 safeties back this time on the defense. They've got 4 wide again. He throws it over the middle.
Pass
And
is passed.
it'll be a little tall for Mason Talley.
Fourth down and 2.
Not a
for
very
the
big
Blackhawks.
kid, but he can get down the field in a hurry.
Before tonight, he'd been lining up in the slot. And as we said, Hunter Bailey's out, so they got 4th and 12 with 47 seconds left. It looks like they're going to bring on the punter, Grant
Number
Stacy.
14, Grant Stacy back to punt for the Blackhawks.
We aren't sending anybody back deep to receive it. Nice high punt. It's going to take Adrian roll. Going to get down around the 5-yard line.
Stacy's punt will be down at the 5-yard line.
36 seconds left to go.
He got all of that one.
I'm going to guess we're probably going to kneel down here and go into the half of the tie ball game.
Hey, does everybody have batteries with them? Okay. Does Mike have batteries? Yeah.
They're going to hand it off to Esparza, it looked like.
Esparza runs into a group of Blackhawks.
He didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. I believe he's going to lose a yard there. 20 seconds left. Clock's ticking.
That's going to do
That'll bring us to the end of the first half. Blackhawks and Bulldogs tied 6-6.
So we're going to be tied 6-6 at the end of the first half. We'll take a break here and wet our whistles and be back with you for the second half in about 15 minutes.
Now for your halftime entertainment, the 2020-2021 Pride of Adrian Blackhawk Marching Band. This band will be performing 2 songs tonight, High Hopes, made famous by Panic at the Disco, and our school fight song. Students have worked hard this week and they hope you enjoy the show.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, do you see Jackson Cup anywhere around? Where's he at? Nope. Tell him to come down and do the halftime show. Give him. On the tracks or just I just set it back. Did you switch up the battery yet there, Chris? Whatever you guys want to do, really. Yeah. you can feel the shifting.
Chaz Marlin.
What they said they would do on the deal. Did you sell all your stuff today in front of Mom's store? Well, I tell you,
I would say grab
it's
this.
all already out there. Poor Mom getting on this side river. Pistol. In the pistol offense. Yeah. His son. I heard it's the same coach. His son's playing now. Sophomore or something. But no,
You guys' camera looks plugged in.
I'm gonna be in trouble. Blaine's mom let Blaine come with me.
Yeah, I changed my battery.
Blaine had to stay with me. He couldn't play with his buddies. So once we got in, his grandma took.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for sticking with us through this halftime. Our halftime show basically consists of you watching ads. Exciting, yes, we know. My name is James Hinkle, the owner and operator of Sounds Like Videos. I actually operate the company with my wife, Stacy Hinkle. We have our full crew on staff here tonight. We're actually running 3 cameras, 1 up in the press box and then 2 down on the sidelines. We got new people in our crew tonight. We've got Josh, who's been with us for a while, Chris, who's been with us for over a year, and of course Stacy, who's been here from the beginning, and our new guy is Mike. Mike is an El Dorado native and works with Tate on a lot of the sporting events, baseball. Many of you probably know who I'm talking about. But anyway, thanks a lot to those guys for showing up tonight. Normally we would do 2 football games in every night, but unfortunately, due to cancellation, our other game that was scheduled tonight was not possible. So we just grabbed the whole crew and we brought them down here to give you guys the best looking away game that we can. So appreciate you all for tuning in. Of course, next week we will have more football, and you'd think I would have that information right there who we are playing. So anyway, also, you know, ACDC, that's what we're calling our guys that are calling games there, the Collins boys, doing a fantastic job. Last week was their first week ever calling a game, and, you know, they learned a lot, and it was obvious because they're doing an awesome job tonight, giving you all the information, the names and the scores, and all the little updates as well. So like I said, we have the full crew here. We got 2 announcers and then 3 camera operators. And then I'm actually running production tonight, and my wife is been working with Mike a little bit, kind of showing him the ropes, which he's picked it up quite nicely. A lot of the angles that you've seen tonight have been Mike, the newest guy to the crew. So, all right. Well, we have a tied ball game. Man, I tell you what, these two teams are evenly matched. They're battling out here on the gridiron. Exciting game, 6-6 tie ball game. So excited to be able to have sports this season. You know, going into the off season, well, all the spring sports, of course, got canceled, and there was a lot of debate. And I tell you what, I work with a lot of school administrators doing high school sports, and even about a month before we started playing, a lot of them had their hands in there. It's like, I don't know if this is even going to happen. So a lot of last-minute decisions to be made, and I think they've made the right one to go ahead and let the kids play. Of course, some of the games have been canceled here and there, but for the most part, we've been able to enjoy a lot of high school sports this season. I'm looking around here in the crowd, and a lot of people are kind of getting into the groove of thing of practicing social distancing. If you look around here, you can see the clusters of families and stuff, but for the most part, everybody's staying spread apart. They even got the band down on the track. They set out some folding chairs for them. So, all right. Looks like we got about 4 minutes, 25 seconds left until the second half will kick off. So, during the off season, I spent a lot of time in El Dorado Springs, talking to the school, talking to the different people, and we really wanted to be here. And the reason why is because the fan base here and the enthusiasm that the community has for not only high school but all of the high school sports really was a determining factor, which really kind of enticed us to work with Eldo and the broadcast. And I'll be perfectly honest, it's a little bit of boring information, but also some of you might find this entertaining. This is the third game for Eldo. The first game was the home opener at Eldo. And by the time we got to the second half, there were over 150 people watching. The second game that we broadcast from El Dorado Spring, by the time we got to the second half, there was over 250 people watching online. Those are just amazing numbers, and that just says a lot for the El Dorado Spring community, how in tune they are and how supportive they are of not only their school but their athletics as well. It looks like AC/DC have showed back up the Collins boys. I stole the microphone away from them. So, but they were going to run to get some snacks and drink a little water and wet the whistles and everything. So, of course, all this was made possible by our sponsors, and we can't say thank you enough to them for that. And of course, they've been rolling across your screen now for several minutes. So, Simmons Bank, American Family, all of these sponsors make this possible. So, all right. Let's see, are these guys ready to take the microphones back? Finish up the halftime show? I tried to get Jackson Tuff to come down here with the he's the director of the Chamber of Commerce, and he was like, they're looking for the headset, and it's just not there. Welcome back.
Yeah. Got to climb about 4 stories to get back up here. It'd take me a minute to catch my breath.
Yeah, whenever I drove by this place the other day, we were doing a game at Adrian for Clinton, and I just drove through the parking lot, and I was like, well, that's not a very big press box up there. Of course, I look at the press box because that's usually where we get stuck. But I did pay attention to the stairs, and yeah, lugging all this equipment up these stairs.
Well,
I think
worse.
Josh, who's on our team here, he says he works out twice a day, and by the time he got done, he was out of wind. I'm goating him a little bit. So,
Yeah, whenever we set up to start at the very top of the press box, on the roof of the press box, and set up and then take it all down and back down in the stands we go.
Yeah, the press box here isn't really that big, and then the place that they have for cameras up top is half that size. And originally they told us to go ahead and go up there, which we do have one of our cameras up there. It's just it was going to be so crowded setting all this equipment. Like right now we have just a folding table, like a 4-foot folding table, and it's full of equipment. And all that wasn't going to fit up there. So we went ahead and decided to set up down here in the stands, give everybody else up there a little bit more room. Of course, our I wouldn't say broadcast partners. I don't even call them competition, not because I don't think that they provide a good service. They absolutely do. Prepcast they're always up there, and they've been providing video service for Adrian for many, many, many years. I've got to know Matt a little bit over the last couple of years. Great guy, So, and in fact, there's been several times when I've tuned in and watched some of the Prepcast games as well. I just enjoy high school football.
Butler leads Colcan.
Well, Mr. Collins, if you let me, I'll just talk and talk and talk.
I'm fine with it. I'm learning.
Warrensburg, Harrisonville, 28-0.
Well, I threatened to have my wife set in with you guys, but I think we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna head and let you guys go ahead. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
I heard a lot of people, during the week say that you guys did good last week, and I'd say that you've improved at least 10%. Okay, man, you've improved a lot. Actually, you guys sound a lot better, a lot more confident, and everything. I know. In the last game, you were trying to keep stats the same time you're calling the game.
Impossible.
Very impossible. We were setting up for that, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do the stats and call the game too." And I'm like, "Okay, good luck." I
gave it a good effort for about half the game, but I was pretty quiet. I think anybody that knows me knows that's not me. I'm not quiet.
Well, maybe that's what we should do. We should have Stacy come down here and keep stats.
Just keep feeding us.
Yeah, keep feeding us information.
I'd say this game probably going to be won and lost in the trenches.
Oh yeah.
That's where this game's at.
Won and lost, and you know what? Whoever turns over the ball one time is probably going to lose this game, because if they turn over the ball and that could turn into any type of points at all, that will probably be a deciding factor in this one. I mean, these two teams are so evenly matched, and both of them are out here playing with heart and fire. It's been a pleasure to be a part of. Okay, well, we're getting down to the last few seconds. I'm going to turn the microphone back over to Mr. AC, the first part of ACDC. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the broadcast.
Both teams are back out on the field here. Just kind of waiting. Got about 20 seconds left here. I thank the sponsors again. Hey, we'll throw a shout out there to the girls volleyball team. Got a big win yesterday over Lamar. Got to go down and watch that. They played really well. They're pretty fun. If you get a chance to go out and watch them.
Yeah, I believe they're undefeated on the season
Blackhawks,
so far.
14, Grant Stacy.
Lamar's got a really good team, so it was. They won it in 4. Lamar had a couple girls that really hit well.
The Bulldogs, number 52, Chad Ramsey.
Well, let's see what adjustments Coach made at halftime here.
Yeah. I'm sure he wasn't pleased. Yeah, we went out first half of the game last week and And Stacy's going to break loose here. I don't think anybody's going to run him down. He's going to run it back. It looks like we have a flag on the field.
Blackhawks. There's a penalty marker on the field.
We'll see what the flag is here.
Calls unsportsmanlike conduct against the Blackhawks.
He's going to move it back about to the midfield. 49-yard line of El Dorado is where they're going to start their drive at. So that's a break for El Dorado.
That was definitely a break.
You guys need batteries and headsets. So I'm gonna grab
Blackhawks will take over on the Bulldogs.
Couldn't
49
really
yard
see
line.
what happened over there. Could have been a lot of things there.
You got to switch out footballs. They don't want to play with El Dorado's football. They're going to line up on the 49. Got two backs in the backfield. Quarterback under center. They're going to hand it off. They're going to pitch it back to Kisner, and he's going to
Coleman
be
Kisner, the
stopped.
ball carrier.
Trey
Stopped
Graves
at the
over
line of
there
scrimmage
just
by number 66, Trey Graves.
hammered him.
And the running back, that Kisner, is not a small
Second down
kid.
11 from the 50-yard line.
We couldn't see the lower half of him. All we could see was the top of his head, but he just came to a complete stop when Trey hit him.
Yeah, it looks like he lost a yard, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They hand it off to the first man through. It's going to be Kisner.
Coleman Kisner, the ball carrier, brought down by number 33.
Gain about 20 yards
Smith.
there.
Kisner's run, good enough for a Blackhawk. First down.
Preston Smith's going to get that tackle there. Again, 2 or 3 other guys hit him, spin him around, slow him down a little.
It'll be first down on the 30-yard line. Quarterback keeps it this time.
Colton Bass, the ball
Painter's
carrier,
going to get him there.
brought down by number 72, Stephen Painter.
Gain about 2 yards.
Play brings up 2nd down and 8.
This running game is exactly what we expected. Right.
Just a lot of quick handoffs and power football. Hand it off to Kisner again.
Coleman
Clayton's going to
Kisner, the
bring
ball
him down
carrier,
about the
brought down by
15-yard
number
line.
4, Clayton Collins. That
Clayton
run,
on the
good enough
tackle
for
there.
a Blackhawk.
Be first down from the 16. So they went in and made some adjustments. It looks like they got back to their game, just hammering it. He drops back to pass.
Pass is passed complete.
He's going to catch it. Grant Stacy in the end zone.
Touchdown, Blackhawks.
They had a couple of guys on coverage and looked like
Number 73, Case Duty.
Collins fell down there right about the time he threw it.
He just broke wide open right there after that.
Duty to kick here. And he's going to put it through.
Duty's kick
Bring it to
is up and
13 to
good.
6. 9:41 left in the third.
quarter. Blackhawks lead 13-6.
So we'll see if El Dorado made any adjustments at halftime.
Well, you know, that wasn't the drive they were hoping to have. Got saved by a penalty on the kickoff there, and then a couple of pretty good sized runs up the middle, and just pretty well effortless drive it right down the field on you.
Yeah, it started off pretty good with that 1 yard loss, and then after that, it just seemed like they just ran at will after that. Gonna be Robinson back deep to receive. Duty to kick off.
What's next?
On the kick for the Blackhawks, number 73, Case Duty. Number 1, Preston Robinson back.
Run that one?
We could use one of Preston's big returns right here.
Like we had somebody offsides on Adrian.
Call is a legal procedure against the Blackhawks. Back it up 5 yards.
Somebody got in a little bit of a hurry there. So we'll try it again from the 35-yard line. Duty runs up and kicks it. It's going to be fielded about the 24-yard line by Robinson. And he's going to get out
Tackle made by number 5.
to about the 36.
Kellen Preston, number 6, Jensen Griffith.
The offense going to get their opportunity to answer back now.
On 36-yard line.
And they're going to start out with Esparza in the backfield.
This goes sound terrible. If I don't pack my winter stuff and put it in my truck, my wife will. I put it in my truck and then change it in the
The
back.
pass is short,
Number 18,
intended for Gavin
Ball
Morgan.
incomplete. Second down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
I don't know if Gavin didn't see that or
I think it was a little bit
it
low.
was low and behind him, but Gavin makes those plays most of the time. It just kind of looked like he didn't know it was on him.
So it's 2nd and 10 from the 36. And the pass is going to be batted down.
Knocked down by number 35, Corbin Kisner. That brings up 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs.
It's going to stop the clock with 9:27 left in the 3rd quarter. Third and 10. Collins with the snap, fakes the handoff. Airs it out to Robinson. And it's going to be broken up by
Number 1,
Grant
Preston Robinson.
Stacy.
Knocked down by number 14, Grant Stacy.
Like it just needed a little more
4th down and 10
steam
for
on
the
it.
Bulldogs.
And that would have been 6.
Yeah, Preston had his man beat there.
Back to punt for the Bulldogs, number 52, Chad Ramsey. Back to return for the Blackhawks, number 10, Colton Bass.
So Bass back to receive. Chad Ramsey to punt. Like they sent about everybody to go after that punt. And they still got it off. Pretty good punt.
35-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Blackhawks.
Another 30-yarder. So they'll take over at the 35-yard line.
How long will it be so they have to resurface those tracks? How old is
Handoff right up the middle to Kisner again.
Colby Kisner, the ball carrier.
The ball come loose, but
Down
I
after
believe
a
he
short
was
loss.
down. Looked like he lost a yard on the play.
Second down and 11 for the Bulldogs.
He come rolling out there. Guy's jumping on it like a rat on a Cheeto. So it'll bring up second and 11. 8:38 on the clock in the third quarter.
that last drive? I thought they got going.
I'm going to hand it off again to Kisner. He's
Colby
going to gain
Kisner, the ball
about
carrier.
2.
Initial contact by number 18,
Got
Gavin Morgan.
Peyton Green and
Gain of 3 on the play.
Preston
Brings up third down
Smith
and 8.
Preston Robinson, sorry. Gavin, Trey Graves, all coming out of that pile there.
So bring up third and long.
Kids are so different. I did PE.
About 7 or 8 yards. Quarterback back to pass. He's going to scramble. Looks like he might run it. He drops back and throws it to the sideline.
Pass is passed. Was
Yes.
incomplete. There's a
Now
penalty
there's a
marker on
late
the field.
flag comes out.
I don't know whether they're
Official's going to huddle up here. And we'll see what we got.
know if they're going to say that he didn't have a receiver close enough when he threw that away.
Yeah, high school isn't like NFL. You can't get outside the
There is no penalty on the play.
pocket and throw it away, but I
Fourth
guess they're
down
going to
and 8
agree that
for the Blackhawks.
somebody was close enough to him. In the NFL, you just get outside the tackles and you can fling it.
As long as you get it past the line of scrimmage, you're
Yep.
good to go. But
Yeah.
here you got to get it close to
Takes it back
somebody.
Hunt deep for the Blackhawks. Number 4, Clayton Collins back.
The announcer said Clayton was back deep to receive, but he shook his head no.
Clayton said, oh, I'm not going to do that.
Preston's
That's
going to
Robinson
drop back.
for the Bulldogs.
Grant Stacy to punt. Low snap, but he gets it clean. He'll get a pretty nice punt away. Gonna roll down and go out about the
Stacy's punt rolls out of bounds.
24.
25-yard line.
25 is where they spot it. It's hard to tell where it goes out of bounds at on this side of the field.
And you're setting up high enough and feels like it's a long ways over there.
Special ed kid playing junior high. He got the role. Over aggressive. He just laid
So Eldorado got a defensive stop that they needed. And they'll
got up and his thumb was like this. I said, you okay? He said, I wasn't.
see if we can get rolling here in the second half. I'm going to hand it off to Preston Robinson on the sweep, and he's going to get about 9.
Just needed to miss that last tackle
Number
there.
1, Preston Robinson, the ball carrier.
He's going to be running,
Down
wasn't
by
Yeah, he
number
was.
26, Owen Tolman.
He can pick him up and put him down.
They're gonna give him 8 on the play.
Second down and 2.
Just a shoestring tackle there on that side.
he? Robinson in motion again, and he's going to take it around the outside.
Robinson
I
again, the ball
believe a
carrier.
flag.
Tackled by number
Uh,
26, Owen
I've
Tolman.
seen that several times. It's a football being thrown up in the air on the other side.
I see.
It looked About got me several times in the first half.
So he got out to the 41 there. Nice little run to the outside once again. Preston's had 8 carries on the season for 53 yards and a touchdown. Oh, and pass intended for Ian Esri. And that's another one. If they haul that in, he's going to be running.
Second down and 10.
Everybody, everywhere we go pronounces his name Ian. I saw a deal today, and I sent it to him. Said everybody's pronounced my name wrong for so long, I'm not even sure I'm pronouncing it right.
I call him Bob Hickory.
That's complete.
He had a Facebook page one time. His name was Bob Hickory, and he friended me, so I've called him Bob Hickory for a long time. He hauls it in that time for a 9-yard gain. He's going to bring up 3rd and 1. 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
The play clock down around 10 here, so.
Clayton's going to take off and run it. He's going to have a big gain here. He got run into by his own guy. He's still scrambling. He's down to the 10-yard line. I don't
Collins on the ball carrier.
Inside the 5.
Eventually brought down by number 15, Gage Harris.
got a player down. I believe it's Collins, kind of slow to get up.
That's
look like they're going to spot the ball on about the 2.
That's 2 pretty long runs for him
First and
tonight.
goal
So
for the Bulldogs from the Blackhawks 2-yard line.
I'm not sure where the ball was spotted on the last play, but it was somewhere around 50-yard run. Ran out of time.
Penalty marker on the play.
yeah,
Call is delay of game against the Bulldogs.
slow getting back because of the got a little dinged up there on that play. Slow getting back to the line, and that's
He's got his knee taped up. He boogered his knee up last week, and it swelled up on him, and he's been kind of nursing that all week.
it's like they retaped it again at the half.
And a client leave a calf in a cow for 5 days.
And Gavin drops that one. He had the touchdown if he hauled it in, but
Second down and goal.
I think he had eyes for the end zone before he caught that, though. He had to.
so it's going to bring up 2nd and 7 from the 7-yard line.
And that's not a normal thing for Gavin.
No.
He'll catch the 99% of those.
And he throws
Pass
it.
is complete.
It's complete, but we got a flag down in the backfield. I believe he
Call is holding against the
somebody
Bulldogs.
Clayton was laying on the sideline there. Didn't see what happened. I guess he must have got hit after he threw it.
Yeah, I didn't watch him either.
He's holding his arm. They called holding on the play.
Spot of the foul.
So we're going to move back to the
Brings up second down and goal from the 19.
19-yard line.
We've got down
Eldorado's
here.
going to call timeout.
We have timeout Bulldogs.
Somebody needs to take a shovel away from him. We got down here, and we've just been digging a hole ever since we got there.
We did that last week. We got inside the 20-yard line once and just went backwards every play. never did score on it, and I hope that doesn't happen here.
And we moved the ball well last week between the 20s, but we stall out. Had a lot of yards. We had 500 plus for the game last week, and 13 points to show for it.
So they're going to line back up here. It's going to be 2nd and 19 from the 19. Let's see if we can.
Going to have a different quarterback in here too.
Yeah. Going to have Gavin line up his quarterback. It looks like Clayton was down on that play. Gavin's going to run it up the middle. He's going to get back down to about the 5-yard line, it looks like, where they spotted it. That was a nice little run right up the middle.
3rd down and goal from the 4.
Still see Clayton walking around over there on the sideline.
I believe the trainer's got his helmet in her hand. So they're going to take over from the, or they're going to go from the 4-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
And 5 seconds on the play clock here.
And he's going to be sacked for a loss.
And rolled up pretty hard there.
Number 69.
He's down, Gavin Morgan. Clayton's got his helmet back on the sideline. Let's see what.
I said that's all he's heard people talk about was how good that kid is. I kind of hope we had COVID after next week when we all had to get on the bus for 3.5 hours to go to Iowa.
Can't tell for sure what area they're looking at on him.
Looked like he got tackled and spun. That's tough kid, I'm telling you.
That's the ankle that he's had bothering him, it looks like. I guess you all had a better look at it than I did.
18, Gavin Morgan.
It's like Clayton's back on the field.
It's gonna take more than a twisted ankle to keep him off the field.
Gavin's limping, but I've watched him limp off the practice field, and he'll be right back on in a couple of plays. So hopefully he can get back in. And it's going to be 4th down from the 8-yard line. So we'll have to score here. 3:30 left in the 3rd quarter. Line up with 2 tight ends. Man in motion. They were trying to throw it.
Number 65, Jake
They were trying to throw it back to the tight end on that play, and the defense done a really good job of covering him there.
Looked like they hit him when he come off the line. Kind of threw that thing completely out of kilter.
So, Adrian's going to take over on the 14-yard line.
Like we're going to have Preston Smith come in for Clayton here, or no, Colin.
Colin Hunter.
Corbin Kisner, the ball carrier.
Kisner's going to run it
Initial contact by number 29, Dalton
about
Adams.
3 or 4 yards.
Well,
Getting a 3 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 7.
It'll be 2nd and 7 with about 2:30 left in the third quarter. The ball's going to be on the 17-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout, it looks like.
We have timeout Blackhawks.
Adrian's going to take timeout.
well, you're going to have to dig down deep here. You have a couple of your leaders dinged up there on a couple 3 plays in a row, and going to have to dig down and find a way to get a stop here and get this ball back. We had Trey look like he was a little dinged up there on that last play. He's a tough kid too.
He's been dealing with some elbow problems for a while now, and he just keeps on ticking.
Second down and 7 for the Blackhawks.
They're going to line up with 3 wide receivers. Move a man in motion. They're going to fake the handoff. Quarterback's going to run it. He's going to get out. Looks like first down yardage.
And depending on where he stepped out of bounds there.
Forced out of bounds by number 66, Trey Graves.
He's right there, isn't he?
That run good enough for a Blackhawk. First
Give him the
down.
first down. Ball's on the 25. Take the snap, hand it off to Mason Talley, it looks like. He's going to gain about 4 or 5 yards.
Mason Talley, the ball carrier.
Out to the 30-yard line.
Dalton Adams.
Bring up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd down and 5.
Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Man in motion once again. They fake the handoff. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to break out here in the open. Got a couple of guys angling him off. Preston Robinson's going to ride him out of bounds, but not after he gains about 60 yards.
50-yard gain on the play brings up first down and 10.
Spot the ball on the 20. So they flipped the field on us there.
I'd really like to see this stay at a 1-score game. They've had a little trouble moving the ball since we come back from the half. So
The quarterback pulls it again and throws a short pass to Grant Stacy. And he's going to get in the end zone.
Grant Stacy, touchdown, Blackhawks.
like we got both of them down.
Trey Graves on the stop,
To attempt the extra point.
or on the tackle, but it was not till after he got in the end zone. We'll line up to kick the extra point here. Case Duty. Kicks up and it's good.
Kick is up and good.
It's going to be a
With
20
1:14
to
left in the
6
third quarter.
with
Blackhawks
1:14
lead,
left
20
in
to
the
6.
third.
So kind of about the same results both of the last 2 weeks. Go real close going into the half and come back out. And seem like we have a hard time getting started. So Preston Robinson will be back deep to receive once again. Have Duty kicking off. I can see Gavin over there running on the sideline, so that's a good sign.
Case Duty on to kick for the Blackhawks. Back to receive number 1, Preston Robinson.
He squibs it. It's like Ian Esri's going to pick it up.
Number 5, Ian Esri return. Initial tackle made by number 24,
Taken
Mason
down
Talley.
about the 20-yard line.
Bulldogs will take over on their own 20-yard line.
El Dorado calls a timeout.
We have timeout Bulldogs.
I'm not sure if we were unsure what we were going to do at quarterback there. Or they had the JV quarterback warming up on the sideline. I don't know. I haven't laid eyes on Clayton yet. See if he's going to be back in.
Looks like Gavin's back in there.
And somebody's sitting over on the bench with the trainer. I can't tell.
Call that the cat. Me and the principal get along like this.
I think we had a low snap there, and Tommy got it
Number
picked
18,
up.
Gavin Morgan, sacked in the backfield by
Yeah.
number 42, Jack Penholder.
Defenders right in his face.
Looks like Clayton's on the bench with his pads off.
14.
So
We got one of them in junior high.
pass to Preston Robinson. And he was a
Pass
shoestring
complete,
away
number 1,
from
Preston Robinson.
taking that for a big one.
That's
Brought down by number 11,
twice
Lucas
now.
Stone.
Put an awful good spin move on.
That's going to bring up
Gain on the play
Third
brings
and
up 3rd down and
7.
7.
from the 24-yard line.
That brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
Run out of
Blackhawks
time
lead
on the 3rd
20-6.
quarter. Switch ends and
Next week, I'm going to check on steroid shot in my back. My back is decided that it's going to be more crap. I told you, my warranty just went ahead. I turned 55 and it's just not happening.
I think we're going to
3rd down and
switch it
7
up here a
for the
little bit. I
Bulldogs.
think Alan's going to go check on his son, make sure he's all right.
That's hard to watch as a parent, sit here and not know what's going on.
I was surprised that he sat still as long as he did.
Boy, I don't know what they did during halftime, but
Pass complete, number 5, Ian Estrie.
the Blackhawks have really kicked it up on
Grant
defense this second half.
First down and 10
They
for the
are hitting
Bulldogs.
hard.
On their own 34-yard line. Pass
Yeah, and you
intended,
know
number
that's
33,
difficult
Preston
for
Smith falls incomplete.
Gavin
Second
have
down
to
and
step
10.
in at the quarterback, so you lose him as a wide receiver.
You know, they've had a couple of opportunities earlier this year, though, where he took a few throws. And, you know, got to give him some credit for being really versatile. He steps in and does a really good job with it.
Oh, yeah, he could play anywhere on the field.
Number 1, Preston Robinson, the ball carrier, brought down to the backfield by number 15, Gage Harris. Loss of 3 on the play brings up 3rd down and 13.
Trying to see exactly, looks like we got Aiden Walker out there, maybe number 9 taking somebody's spot.
Oh, wow. Nice pass across the middle. And
Pass intended for number 5, Ian Estrie, broken up by number 11, Lucas Stone. 4th down and 13 for the Bulldogs.
that's tough. You know the guy's right behind you, and you get hit so fast like that, you just can't hardly hold on.
Back deep to punt, number 52, Chad Ramsey. Back to receive for the Blackhawks, number 10, Colton Bass.
And whenever you lose people in positions, then you end up
Yeah, in
Penalty marker on the
situations
field.
like that where
Yeah.
you're hustling to get out there and trying to beat the clock.
Call is a legal procedure against the Bulldogs.
well, that was a break, actually.
Makes it 4th down and 18.
So maybe they can take a breath and try again.
Still not a very good snap.
Colton Bass on the punt
There's a
return,
flag in the backfield.
brought down by number 18, Gavin Morgan. There's a penalty marker on the field. Call is unsportsmanlike conduct against the Blackhawks.
That's the second time we've seen that here in the second half tonight.
Yeah. Saw our guys tackle each other, and I don't know. I went ahead and started watching the ball carrier. I didn't see what exactly happened there. That's pretty much going to negate all that return there.
Play resumed.
Give
It'll
us a
be
few
first down
yards.
and 10 from the Blackhawks' 43-yard line. Mason Talley, the ball carrier. Gain of 2 on the play. Brought down by number 64,
Say
Jake Cooper.
Adrian's content with just
Second down and 8.
running the ball right at us. Keep that clock rolling.
I think they probably feel pretty confident right now. And, you know, I know our boys have kind of had a little bad turn here tonight, but they can quickly turn this around. So, you know, it might be to our advantage if Adrian gets a little lax in their play. Well, I guess they didn't hear me.
Coleman Kinsler, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Blackhawks.
Good grief. Boy, he found a hole and he just went all the way through.
65-yard touchdown run for the Blackhawks.
I tell you what, that was a good effort by Ian Esri to try and run him down. He really had some speed on, and he just could not catch him.
Kick is up and good. With 9:35
Well,
left
we
in the
knew what
ballgame.
we was going to get when we
Blackhawks
came up here. We knew we was going to
27-6.
get that running game, and that we figured out with the one boy gone. We figured out who was going to carry it in his place, and he's done an awful good job of it. Corbin Kinzer, number 35, carried the bulk of the carries tonight. And he's a big kid. And pound that in there, those 2 or 3 yard gains, and abusing the tacklers, and then they just pop wide open later on in the game.
Yeah. So about 9.5 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. So we'll see if the boys can't make up a little bit of difference here and close that gap.
Case Duty. Number 1, Preston Robinson.
I thought maybe Allen might come back with a report, kind of give us an idea of what's going on, but
I haven't seen him make his way over there again yet. Short kick from Adrian there.
Number 34,
Landon Murray
Landon Murray
picked that up.
return. Brought down by number 58, Clayton Bridges. Number
Few
5,
yards on it.
Preston. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 39-yard line. Number 38, Chance Sparks with the ball carrier. Brought down by Keaton
Looks
Cook.
like that'll move the sticks.
That one good enough for a first down for the Bulldogs at midfield.
I think we're going to have a clock didn't ever start there.
Morgan's pass complete to number 5.
Gavins
Ian
came
Esri.
out just firing.
Brought down by Grant Stacy. First down
A
and
good
10
job to find
for the
Esri
Bulldogs.
open in the middle there.
And I am just a arm tackle away from breaking that for a big gain.
Tackle on the play, number 36, Jens Griffith. Short gain for Morgan. Second down and 9.
That just proves what we've been talking about Gavin. He's just awful hard to bring down.
Definitely a good scrounger out there. Managed to gain on the play. You know you've got guys coming at you from 3 directions. That's a pretty good deal.
Pass complete to number 1, Preston Robinson. Brought down by number 15, Dave Harris. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs at the Blackhawks 28-yard line, or correction, 27-yard line.
So moving down the field well now. Guys are managing to put the first downs in.
Oh, keep moving right on down the field here. Let's get a score and see where we go from there.
Morgan's pass falls incomplete. Intended for number 5, Esri. Coverage on the play, number 5, Kellen Preston for the Blackhawks. Second down and 10.
Yeah, we got
Penalty marker
ball
on
was
the
thrown a
field.
little bit behind there, so he's a defender just kind of climbed up his back. And really good coverage. Just went ahead and threw it on up
Pass
there.
interference against the Blackhawks.
And this age, it's hard to slow your momentum. You know, you're going after it as hard as you can, and when that receiver slows down, sometimes you just can't stop.
Penalty is half the distance to the goal. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 14-yard, at the Blackhawk 14-yard line. Case duty on the tackle for the Blackhawks.
Gavin's going to take that one for another
In on the play.
3 or 4 yards.
Brings up 2nd down and 7.
Gonna have a Preston Robinson here in the jet sweep.
Robinson, the ball carrier.
Gonna go ahead and
Touchdown
punch it in
Bulldogs.
there.
Nice job on that handoff. Boy, they look like they've practiced that a lot.
He's been just an ankle tackle, shoestring tackle away from breaking one of those all night.
Bulldogs will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Ball comes loose there. And they will whistle it down.
Blackhawks recover the point after. Point after attempt fails. With 6:44 left in the ball game, Blackhawks lead 27-12.
So El Dorado battling back hard now, despite a little bit of change up in their lineup there. Morgan doing a good job coming in and filling in as quarterback. And it was a nice little run there by Robinson to get to the end zone.
Absolutely. Sound like maybe the report was upper body injury for Clayton, so I hope it's not bad and he can get back on the field
Aaron Yost back to receive for the
next
Blackhawks.
week. But as of right now, Gavin's doing a great job stepping right in and
Chad Ramsey on the kick
taking
for
his
the
spot.
Bulldogs.
And they do recover the onside kick there.
And once again, there's the guy we're talking about, Gavin Morgan.
Bulldogs recover the onside
You got a
kick.
handful of these kids that you just don't want off the field for any play. Just in and out of the hands
Boy,
there.
you know, if he pulls that one in, he is gone. There wasn't anybody in his way.
Knocked down by number 14,
Just
Grant
right
Simpson.
in the hands.
2nd down and 10.
Just out of the reach there, Preston.
Ramsey's pass, deflection Morgan's pass intended for Robinson. Ball's incomplete. 3rd down and 10.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 10.
Well, he was
Morgan's
searching
pass
hard
falls
for a
incomplete.
place to put that
Number
one.
5, Ian Essery. 4th down and 10 for the Bulldogs on the Blackhawk 47-yard line.
Gonna be close enough, short enough time here. You gotta go for this one. We're gonna talk about it though first.
Yeah.
Timeout, Bulldogs.
Well, that'd go a long way to closing that gap. 27-12 now, trailing behind Adrian, and if they could put another 6 on the board or 7 here.
Or 8.
Well, that too, yeah. Sure would be nice
Fans, you can relive
to be in the
all
ball
night
game
action
and look to take the
anywhere in
win
world
even at that point.
Clipcast.com.
Don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves though. You gotta get this fourth down, first down. Created a first down here before you can do much else.
Yeah, I've been impressed with El Dorado Springs all season. The guys, they come out and they just play hard from start to finish. You know, they are out there and it's 110% every second of the game.
Yeah, and that all goes back to the coaching staff. And they've got these guys ready every week.
And that was really hard this year, too. They didn't know what to plan for, what to play about. You know, and trying to plan a season, you don't know what's going to happen. Boy, it's been a struggle like we've never seen before, and they've really done a good job with it.
Not sure what we're discussing here, but
Like Morgan over to talk to his coaching staff now for a minute.
yeah. Oh, I think we had a official emergency there. Had to make a break for the bathroom maybe. He's coming back on the field now. Fans are applauding his hustle. Well, the pass is completed.
To S3, first down and 10 for the Bulldogs. At the Blackhawks,
Well, step one.
34
There's
yards.
the first down.
Yeah, right down the sideline there. Did a great job catching that, keeping feet in. There we go.
There it is.
Morgan's
Yeah.
pass complete to number
Nice
9,
time in the
Walker.
pocket that time for Morgan.
Grant Stacy on the tackle for the Blackhawks.
That was
First down and 10 for the Bulldogs. At the Blackhawks,
Aiden Walker.
14-yard line.
And number 9, yeah.
Pretty satisfied. That's first time we've called his name tonight. So but it won't be the last, I don't guess.
You know, two different
complete.
defenders grabbed for Morgan, and he
Walker.
sidestepped both of them before he
Touchdown,
threw that
Bulldogs.
pass.
Yeah. And Right on the money, too.
Bulldogs will attempt the 2-point conversion. Point after attempt fails.
Well, we
There's a penalty marker on the field.
got a flag down. We'll see what it is. It looked like holding on the defense, so
Call is holding against the defense.
So
that'll move it a little
After
closer.
distance to the goal, we'll replay the try.
This be huge. You got to have this. They held up again.
As far as stacked up in the line of scrimmage. Initial contact for the Blackhawks by number 55, Keaton Cook, number 35, Corbin Kisner. With 5:35 left in the game, Blackhawks lead 27-18.
So we got a 9-point ball game.
well, that's a good place to go. 5.5 minutes, plenty of time.
Back deep to the seat for the Blackhawks, number 20, Aaron Yost. On the kick for the Bulldogs, number 52, Chad Ramsey.
Oh, and it's a fight for the ball.
That thing caromed around there. I don't know who came up with that one. Looks like Adrian.
For the Blackhawks at midfield.
Needed to come up with that. 2-possession ball game with 5:32 left to go.
Just have to let the defense go to work and see if they can hold them.
Mason Talley, the ball carrier.
Gavin Morgan on the stop again.
Gavin Morgan.
I got
77.
Levi Thomas, probably.
Yeah, looks like limping a little bit there on the play.
Gavin's going to limp off also. Kind of a war of attrition here. We got defense mixed up. The clock not starting. I'm sure Adrian's not caring for this at all. It's breaking their momentum. They're going to add time back to the clock.
Take a little off last time, put some back on now.
Corbin Kisner, the ball carrier, gives the pile ahead for about a 5-yard gain. Tackle made by Stephen Painter for the Bulldogs.
He's a kid that's not going to be
Third
taken down
and
easily either. Like he got met at the line and just kept the legs driving and ended up with 4 yards out of it, carrying 2 or 3 guys with him.
That's right.
Looks like Gavin Morgan's back on the field again.
Corbin Kisner, the ball carrier, tripped up by number 32, Colin Hunter. Not before a run good enough for a Blackhawk. First down. Colton Bass on the quarterback keeper, brought down by number 50, Peyton Green. Gain of 7 on the play brings up second down and 3.
And Adrian's pretty consistent on that. Just grab the ball and push it forward 3, 4, 5 yards at a time.
Yeah, like I said earlier, you tackle that big kid very many times, eventually it just wears you down.
Mason Talley, the ball carrier.
Then they switch it up, give it to the little guy, and
Tackle made by number 44, Alex Horton.
like they stopped him there for not much gain, 1 yard.
Unfortunately, when they're running down the middle of the field, that clock just keeps ticking away.
That's right.
Looks like that takes us past the 2-minute mark here.
Colton Bass on the quarterback keeper. Tackle made by number 50, Peyton Green.
It'll be just a hair short, probably.
Fourth down and
Looks
1
like
for
about
Blackhawks.
every play now we got somebody hopping off the field.
Now that's one of the dangers when you have to adjust and people are in positions they don't normally play. You take a bigger risk of injury. Even the limping off the field a little bit sore. It's tough when you're in a new position. You're not used to it. Your muscle memory's not there.
As they travel to Warsaw in non-conference action and then return home in 2 weeks.
This is a
Westridge
tough
for
sport
homecoming.
on the body anyway. I don't think there's any kid out there that hasn't had their bumps and bruises in the last couple weeks. You have to take care of your body whenever you're off.
That's why Friday nights are our game night for sure. So you've got Saturday to rest up and recuperate a little bit.
They usually go in early and watch a little film on Saturday and try to fix a few things and rest on Saturday and Sunday and back to work the next week. I have no doubt in my mind if the pieces and parts change that Coach will have them ready to go and they'll be as competitive as they can be with what they got. He'll have them ready.
Penalty marker on the field.
Well, that's probably going to end the game there.
Encroachment against the Bulldogs. It's a 5-yard penalty. That'll be good enough for a Blackhawk. First down.
I have to snap the ball a couple times and
They have fought hard tonight, that's for sure.
yeah, they didn't quit.
Blackhawks will take a knee.
I know this isn't the start to the season that Coach was looking for or the boys were expecting.
Yeah, it's tough, you know, especially when you've had injuries a little bit tonight, and you just can't help but wonder, you know, what if. And so I'm sure that as they start reviewing, that'll be the first thing they talk about is let's put this one behind us and let's start preparing for next week and do what we've got to do to put ourselves in a winning position again.
Blackhawks 27, Bulldogs 18.
I'm sure that's right. They won't dwell on this one for very long. They'll see what they need to get fixed and go from there.
So definitely a tough one tonight as we watch Adrian take the game 27-18 over El Dorado. And we definitely hope our Bulldogs are all healthy enough to come back next week and do it again. And boy, we hope those injuries aren't too serious for the boys.
That's right.
So as we watch the El Dorado Bulldogs on the field tonight, huddle up for one last time before we hit the locker rooms. We just want to say thanks to everybody for joining us here in Adrian tonight as the Blackhawks hosted the El Dorado Springs Bulldogs. Final score 27-18, Adrian taking the win, and we want to wish the best of luck to the Bulldogs this week as they prepare for next week and look forward to covering them next week and hope we can put another one in the win column then. Thanks a lot for joining us. This is Stacy Hinkle at Sounds Like Videos, and we want to appreciate all the rest of the crew that came in, the Collins guys and the guys on the cameras tonight, and James, of course, running the video here, and we will see you next week.
Bye.